salute, salute. Peace and power, peace and power. Peace, 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 peace and power to the people that struggle. Salute, how you do? What's going on? I thank the universal truth and the absolute laws of nature for guiding me, protecting me, and giving me the strength to endure the imperfect. I shall attack with vigor, making progressive moves. A divine mind knows, a divine mind shows. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. Peace. As you come on in, know that this is a safe space. Know that this is a space for learning and getting learned up. Know that this is a space for educating and being educated. Know that this is a space for conversation, comments and concerns, questions and answers. This is a space of intelligence, of integrity, a space of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, a space of justice, love, a space of queens, kings, masters, and saviors. This is your space, a space, of militancy, a space where we are working on a united path towards what? True liberation. As my classroom assistants come on in, please keep all contact information in the chat for the duration and throughout the class. Please keep all funding information. Yes, hashtags, apps. Apps with cash pounds that pay, grams that are money, unions that are Western. Ooh-wee, red cups, blue cups, green cups, tea cups, squeegee man pockets, the pastor's pockets, the pastor's collection plate. Damn it, the campaign donations, the zakat, the damn whatever. God damn it, help a brother out. Can you spare me a hamburger today? I'll gladly play you Tuesday. It's a war going on outside. Fun, the war effort. How you doing, Iran? Ooh-wee, if you or anybody you know is in need of anger management, please book an assessment. Don't wait until it's too late. Don't wait until you're getting cuffed up. Yeah, outside of the liquor store. Don't wait till you're getting cuffed up outside of the beauty supply spot. Man, don't wait until you're getting cuffed up and you're stretched out over the hood of a hot squad car. Get yourself together. Okay, stop beating them babies because they asking for a bag of cookies in the damn bodega. Okay, get yourself together. If you or anybody you know is in need of a domestic violence intervention, book an assessment. Okay, stop sending each other outside with stakes on your eyes, busted lips, speed knots and eye jammies, wrist and slings and things, and walking with your little walking stick, knee braces. Stop beating on each other. Get yourselves an assessment. If you or anybody you know is in need of an intimate relationship abuse consultation and counseling, book an assessment. Okay? Learn the warning signs, the behaviors that should alarm you, characters and characteristics that should heighten your awareness levels. Okay? Past traumas, conversations, people, situations, events, places that should have your alertness levels on 1,000. Remember, with this information, the life that you save could be your own. Peace and power. How y'all do? How y'all do? Ooh, it's a little chilly, but I'm glad you're here. I'm glad y'all here with me. Yeah, what's going on with you? Huh? It's a little chilly, huh? Got a lot of things to talk about today. So damn it, listen. Tag your classmates, get your screen recording on, get your screenshots. Okay? Yeah. We got some things to discuss. Yes, we do. We got some people to tag. Yes, we do. So tag Richard Jefferson. Not Richard Jefferson. That's a basketball player. Somebody tagged Richard Ferguson. And somebody started GoFundMe for Richard Ferguson. That's what we're going to do. Tell Richard Ferguson to bring his ass to class, and the judge that wowed out on him. Bring their ass to class. I keep telling y'all about Florida. Won't see me. Okay? Aaron Strotman. Yeah. Ofe. Yeah, Ofe, bring your ass to class before, man. Don't even come to class, Aaron. We got something for you. Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. Yeah, somebody tell her peoples to come to class. We got something. And the families of her victims. Yeah, y'all need to come to class too. Okay? Flage. Yeah. Flage, bring your ass to class and bring your mama. Yeah. Kia Brooks, come on. Because y'all about to blow the bag, dummies. Bring your mama to class. Matter of fact, y'all getting your ass spanked right now. Yeah. Unless you getting rocked right now as we speak. They was up 11, all of a sudden they down 13. But bring their ass to class. Tag them. And somebody tag Prince Andrews. Damn it. Oh, Sam, son. Shit was all good just a week ago. Ooh-wee. Princess Andrew Griffiths is in the mix because he liked to grab Griffiths. Yeah, bring your ass to class. Come on, London. Yeah. Tag y'all classmates. Let's go, white light at it. Y'all get down. Put your tweeds down. Yeah, tap that. Make it a roach. And close up that wine. That wild Irish rose that you drinking. And let's see who in class. Who's it? Ooh, lovely ladies. First in class. God damn it. We see you, lovely ladies. And T, what up? You in class and E Blandon, first 3. Damn, y'all ready? Shiny? Yeah. We see you. Tierra. South Jersey, the youngin' is up in here. Angel, what's going on? We see you. Jonathan Kidd back in effect. Cool K King, what up? Yeah, Philly in the building. What up, 215? What up, Cop? Yeah, we see you, Philip. Philip Boone, what up? We see you. Oh, Frankie Fierce, peace almighty. What's going on? What's going on? Yeah, March, what's that? March 8th? What is it? March 8th coming up? March 17th? Give me the date, Frankie. Come on now. Yeah, Brooklyn, we gonna stand up and show out. Who that? Wow, Bill, Shata, what up? OG Kicks, we see you. Hey, Ghoster, what up? Charles is up in here. Dre up here, what up? What? Who that? Yeah, you up out there. CB. What up, GB? Brooklyn, what up? Huh? Yeah. Bionic Prince. What up? Who that? Andrea Jones checking in from FL. A from Florida by way of Jersey. What up? We see you. Jean, Helene, Kim Yu. What up, Canada? The first responders up in here. What's going on? First responders up in the building, saving lives in the great North Country. What up? Who that? Lola. God diggity damn it. What up, Lola? Unpopular opinions. What up? Nefa. Oh man, we getting ready to have class tonight, damn it. This is classy class. Yeah. You just came back from the NO Mardi Gras. Ronald Toussaint, you coming in here with that shit telling us, have you been running around looking at tetes all day, all week? You better sit your ass in class and be quiet. We don't want to hear about that. We up here with the snow. What's going on, Indigenous Warrior? We see you. Jeff Sparks, what up? What's going on? Beats, what up, Beats? My son is up in here, Philly, checking it, what up? WMH Radio Show, what up? We see you. Yeah, Brandon Hawkins, what up? Ooh, we having class tonight, I see. Yeah, we having class tonight. That's what I'm talking about. But first and foremost, before we get to class, yeah, I'm getting a little warm. That's what y'all do to me. Get me all warmed up and stuff. I could take this off now. But I got a little pain. I ain't gonna front. My body aching. Yeah. So this is what we gonna do. In class tonight is being sponsored by Shy City. Yeah, Shy City done sent me some product, dog. Oh, God diggity, dog. Yeah, this is to help my pain. So I gotta check it out. Yeah, yeah. Ooh, all natural. All natural product. John Day, what up? Mr. Strictly Gain the brand. Let me try this out. Because I've been in pain all week. Let me try this stuff out. You know, I tell you, I'm getting old. So I gotta put this on my little aches and shit before we get to class. Yeah. Make sure y'all cop some. Look. Yeah, Shy City. Alkaline products. Yeah. And this is the ease, what? Osteo Ease spray. See that? The Osteo Ease spray. I'm gonna let y'all know. What time is it? Yeah. We 11 minutes in. I'll let y'all know how, because these joints is old. I'll let y'all know how good it is in a few. But tonight's class is sponsored, yeah, by the Shy Town, in effect, God diggity. Shy City. Well, I know it's a lot, and I know it's a lot of hood fabulous hip hop based news floating around, but as y'all see, I don't jump on everything. I just don't. I don't jump. A lot of these stories is cap. A lot of them have very little to do with the main essence of this class, which is liberating our people. So I don't touch a lot, and some of it, as y'all see, be straight up cap. Okay? So if we miss some of the more viral subjects that seems to be on your timeline, it's purposeful. I'm going to say it's purposeful because we see everything. Most of you in class send me numerous viral moments. And some of y'all send it at a high frequency, and some of it is the same stories. And man, we not jacking that. Not now. It's too much more important things to discuss. We really have to keep our people on code. It is March 8th. See? Yeah, I told you. Yeah. I told you right here. My shit be razor sharp. Okay? Yeah, much more important things, right? Frankie Fish. We having a Brooklyn screening. So y'all come out, okay? If you in the town, okay, the Crown Hill Theater, Brooklyn, Nostrand and Sterling, okay? Nostrand and Sterling. Come on through, all right? And you ain't got to wear your Sunday shoes, even though it's a Sunday. You ain't got to wear Sunday shoes and silk socks and shit like that. Just come on through, right? Show y'all support, all right? Now, you know how I feel about the justice system. It's not no justice. It's just us on the receiving end 95% of the time. 95% of the time. Okay? Those little scales, that shit don't mean nothing. It's never balanced. If we're going to look at the scales of justice, we need to look at it the exact way that many times we see it, unbalanced. Rarely do you see them shits even attempting to give the image of equity. Nah, that's some bullshit. So tonight, man, There's a lot going on as far as the justice system is concerned. Now, I'm not talking about the NFL player who caught the DV case. I ain't worried about that. That's light work. We already know what that's about, right? Damn, this shit work already. Damn, that's fast. Damn, I feel a little something already. That's better than Ben Gay. Shit. Okay, look. Of course, the main headline that is not only on our timeline, but is also on broadcast news, is your man Prince Andrew. Yeah, your man Prince Andrew. Now, many of us, what up, Hayes? What up, Eric Brown? Yeah. Many of us, okay, don't give a damn about royals. We don't. I know I never was impressed with the story. I was never impressed with who people perceive them to be. I don't care about them at all. Not near Ofe. I don't understand the title of royal and nobility when it comes to those people. Because I know they don't even wash their ass good. So to give them a title and some type of prestige and believe that I'm going to rock with it, nah. Never did. Wasn't impressed with none of them. Diana, none of them. I'm not impressed with Elizabeth, none of them. None of them. That shit meant nothing to me. You understand? I'm often taken aback when I see our melanated Brit family over there so enthralled by them. It's the queen, the king, the royal, Harry, Charles, and all. What? Are you serious? They plundered the continent. You understand? They don't think nothing about melanated folk. So for them to consistently pressure us to witness them when they grow, when they play polo, when they do anything. That shit used to irritate me. In school, I was irritated by the wedding. I remember the Diana wedding. And I'm like, why the heck is this shit on? 2 weeks. You understand what I'm saying? Leading up to the wedding and all this old weird shit. I thought the Revolutionary War was fought to get away from their ass. Ronald Toussaint, much appreciation for funding the war effort. I thought that's what y'all was trying to do. Get away from them. So why are y'all praising them? That shit always threw me. Like, yeah. Yeah, all that bicentennial and all this independence and get that shit out of here. Y'all love these people, else they wouldn't have no burn on our media. You dig? Anyway, it was all good just a week ago. Until these Epstein Ep files started really circulating. Department of Justice and FBI's and all that started loosening up. That's when we started finding out a lot of people was caught up in this. And if you really study Israel and the Israeli Mossad, you would understand that old Jeff was an agent. He was working in cahoots with them to jam up basically everybody on the planet who was deemed prestigious and wealthy. Yeah. He was the Diddy. He was the puffster for the old phase. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Ep was the bad boy. Yeah. That Allen was Bad Boy Records. Like that Allen. Yeah. Oh, Ep Allen. Shit, that's like Diddy parties in the Hamptons. Only thing, you had to be real exclusive to get there, and they was doing a lot. They was doing a hell of a lot. Okay? So now Andrew gets caught up and he's been denying this shit for years. For years. For years. But when you look at it, and the way I'm looking, I think he was a sacrificial lamb. Yeah. I think the royals allowed Andrew to get his free coin and do what he had to do in order for the rest of them to keep eating. In order for the rest of them to keep those connections maintained. In order for the rest of them not to have to give up their grippers. Yeah, they let Andrew do all that shit. And when the time came, like it is now, they banging him. So they arrested him for the first time in recent history that I can remember, that, or I have researched, the first time that so-called royal has been arrested. Now, we didn't see him in the perp walk. We ain't see him in cuffs. All we seen him was behind the goddamn back seat in that car looking real strange. Looking real strange. Now, they said this man was arrested. Okay? So you know we got the notes. We got the notes. Let's get to the notes. The former prince, because remember, they took his shine. They took his title. They took his crib. They took his shit. Y'all remember when Al Bundy got his shit took? Come on, man. Tell me y'all remember. Listen, hold on. How many people in the building? We 20 minutes in. We only got 73 people in the building. That's usually our amount because, you know, nobody will listen to Bliz. That shit gonna turn around though real soon. Yeah. Remember Al Bundy? When he was supposed to be the security guard and shit. Guard the goddamn Polk High trophy. And they went in there and they took that shit and they took your man's stripes. Oh man, that shit was the funniest shit on TV. Stripped him down, kicked him out. Get your ass up out of here. Oh my goodness. I was crying. When I tell you I was crying when they took, what's the name of the damn TV show that they used that music, the theme song, with the Walk of Shame? Yeah, what was the name of the TV show? Yo, son, that shit will have you crying. But you gotta be a certain age. You have to be a certain age to get the joke. Cause that TV show, that's how that shit started. Took your man's stripes. So you standing there proud and firm. And they took that shit. Huh? Yeah. And Tutor Jones, yeah, he took that. Yeah. No, not the Married. We know what our show is, Married with You. We talking about in that scene when they took Al's stripes. That was a TV show song, theme song that they was playing. Some military shit. The homie got his shit took. Oh man, demoted your ass. That's the same shit that happened to Prince William a little while ago. So now they make sure in the press that this is what they call that man. Yeah. The former. Yeah, the former Prince Andrew. He's looking Al Bundy-ish and shit. Now, cause this is how they play you. Cause they want history to know that your ass was stripped. Okay? The former Prince Andrew, now Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, was arrested Thursday for suspected misconduct in public office after revelations in the Jeffrey Epstein files. Yeah. Branded, that's what it was. Thank you, Kevin Will. Branded. Yeah, that's that shit. Branded. Oh my goodness. That should have me crying. Yeah. Anyway, let's come on now. Let's stay focused on class now. King Charles III's younger brother was arrested on his 66th birthday. God, see how they do? Now, where's all you gematria people? What's that dude? Larry Johnson. He ain't asked none of them answer my question yet. They do all the funny numbers and gematria says and this, and the Masonic this and all this other shit. I always ask them, what is the meaning of my born day? Since, y'all know the numbers and all that shit. Because to me, my born day seemed very, very odd. February 13, 1969 at 12:38 a.m. What does that mean? Who am I? None of them answer. I done went to several of these supposedly gematria influencers. They don't answer that shit. Yeah, that birthday must mean something. Anyway, they done arrested this dude on his birthday. So that gotta mean something. The first royal that's been locked up in, centuries. Y'all lock him up on his damn birthday? He ain't getting no cake or nothing. They put cuffs on him on his birthday. That's what you telling me. That he ain't had no cake and nobody sing no happy birthday. They just took his ass into jail. Let's go. About 2 weeks after an anti-royal organization called for police to investigate documents indicating that Andrew shared confidential government information with the late American offender when the royal worked as a British trade envoy. So this don't have nothing to do with him being a royal. They talking about his position and saying he violated. Look, the Thames Valley Police, excuse me, the Thames Valley Police Force confirmed just over a week ago that it was assessing claims against Mountbatten Windsor that emerged in the latest release of Epstein files by the U.S. Justice Department to determine whether a formal investigation was warranted. Boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy. If Andrew is eventually charged with misconduct in public office, the offense carries a maximum possible sentence of life in prison in Britain. Ooh, wee. But he's 66. I keep telling you I'm 58. Why they look like that? I done seen some 48s. Old phase. I'm looking at them like, God damn, what the hell do y'all eat that y'all look like that? I'm just trying to figure out. I don't know, but they ass is looking real bad. Okay, check it out. Life in prison. Life in prison. You going from the castle to the goddamn dungeon. Do you understand that shit? How do you go from the castle to the dungeon? That is so wild. And we ain't do it. And from what we know, it ain't nothing that he did to us. What the hell happened? Why are they giving up this man? Why is he the point? That's what we need to be looking at. It's his chest. Why are they giving up the rook? Gotta think about it now. This man was next in line. How the hell they arrest him like a commoner? Why the hell is this happening in our lifetime? Because I keep telling y'all, This is a beautiful age to be living in, especially when you woke, especially when you melanated, especially when you have knowledge of self. We supposed to be on code. You understand? We supposed to be on code because they shit is crumbling right before our eyes. They locked this man up on his birthday and talking about it's a possible life sentence. Shit. Melanated folk in Britain, y'all better get ready. Y'all better get ready to take over Buckingham Palace. Y'all better get ready to take over Brixton and all that. It's y'all time, man. I'm telling you. The old lady kicked the bucket. Charles ain't got too much in him left. You understand? They done kicked the youngin' out because he married a half melanated chick. And now this one might be in the gallows for the rest of his life? Come on now. Come on now. Well, what you say, Don? 66 on his born day? Yeah. The symbolism? Yeah, okay. Listen, all I know is it ain't going to be too many of them left. So if we don't get a code established with us, we are going to suffer the same consequences when they not here. We're going to still be doing their work. You understand? Yeah, his ass going to the gallows. Yeah. Let's continue now. Cause look what his brother said. How you do your brother? Like, listen to this shit. Come on now. King Charles, check. King Charles, in a statement released Thursday, said he had learned with the deepest concern that news about Andrew Windsor and suspicion of misconduct in public office. What now follows is the full, fair, and proper process by which this issue is investigated in the appropriate manner and by the appropriate authorities. Who's the appropriate authorities? Nick, you the king. Now, we already know that, they said the royals is just symbolism. They're just symbolic. They hold no true power, but y'all the king. Y'all still up and listen and me and hold some weight. You let them do your brother like that? Oh, man, check it out now. Who's the proper authorities? Because I always question that, especially when it comes to law and justice. Is God, Cypher, Divine, the proper authority? Or is these old phase of proper authority? Who's the proper authority? But Charles said it. He said they're going to handle this matter. Check this out. In this, as I have said before, they have our full and wholehearted support and cooperation. Let me state clearly, the law must take its course. That's what the king said. So now, Andrew, you was running around wilding on that island, running around with your grippers out, chasing young grippers, doing all type of dastardly shit. Now you 66, and whatever the political winds are putting in motion to shift, boy, your ass in trouble. Trouble. Look. Check out this nigga here. He ain't even minding his business. He got shit going on. Check him out. Always got something to say. President Trump was asked for his response to Andrew's arrest and said, I think it's a shame. I think it's very sad. I think it's so bad for the royal family. It's very, very sad to me. It's a very sad thing. Nigga, shut your ass up. That's real talk, because Ep was your man, 47. If it's sad for Andrew, it's going to be sadder. Boy, 47 is going to be sadder, because if Andrew get to telling, You think he not gonna tell on you? Huh? I said, boy, I say T-47. You think Andrew ain't gonna tell? Y'all think he gonna hold that down? Hell no. Y'all sending him to the gallows? Nah. Andrew telling. He's telling. He ain't gonna hold it down like the Puffster. See, the Puffster got a trick up under his sleeve. Okay? Yeah. Not you. Not Andrew. Andrew ain't got no tricks. He was just out there doing things. Check this shit out. Come on now. Check this out. Let's get it here. Let's get it, because we got to go there. We got to go there. Because y'all know, when it's time, it's time. Huh? Yeah, I don't care about that damn Ofe actor. I don't know him. I don't care about him. Who watch Grey's Anatomy? I don't watch that shit. Yeah, T Trizzle in the files. Check this out now. Check this out. While earlier allegations about Andrew's actions in the Epstein files largely centered around the former prince's alleged encounters with young women, in conjunction with Epi-Ep, the anti-monarchy group Republic called earlier this month for a formal investigation over his actions as a British trade official. So now they looking at this money. They don't care about them allegations. They don't care. They probably got little girls up under Buckingham Palace somewhere. You understand? They don't care about none of that. They were talking about that money. Check this out. Her emails among the millions of documents released by the U.S. Justice Department on January 30th appeared to show the former prince passed on confidential reports on his visits as an official British trade envoy to Singapore, Hong Kong, and Vietnam, including details of investment opportunities. So this nigga was going around, listen, talking a lot, doing too much, and didn't know old Epi-Ep was an agent. Yeah, Epi-Ep was an agent. Yeah. Whenever you could run around busting grippers down on an island and you got top prime individuals from all over the planet participating, wanting to participate. You got bread. Y'all just flowing. You's an agent. Come on now. Check. So the prince was over there talking too much, and then you start talking about that money. Check it. Another email exchange between the men the following month appears to show a former Prince Andrew sharing files he describes as a confidential brief on potential investment opportunities in southern Afghanistan, where British forces were based at the time. So check it now, because this is how we have to look at shit. We gotta be just as shrewd. Now check this out. Afghanistan been in wars for decades. They kicked Russia ass in the 70s. Afghanistan has been consistently at war, but remember, they had plenty of dope, mad poppy seeds. Okay? Between mountains and poppy seeds, they ain't got much else. But that diesel was flowing all around the globe. British forces was there, but they couldn't do shit because they soft. They not like the Marines. They not like China. They not like Delta forces. They not like... Nah, British, they ass. Get out of here. So they couldn't get up and get all that dope. But there were other investment opportunities in Afghanistan. So now we see they throw us the bullshit. Oh, we looking for Lottie-Dottie, for Bin Laden, and we looking for this, and this and that is going on in Afghan, this and that. This is the shit they throw at us. They over there was plotting to get some shit done. You dig what I'm saying? This is shrewd, yo. And this little punk-ass boy was over there. Because Prince Andrew's a punk. Yeah, he's a punk. But they over there doing what they can to extract resource out, right? Shrewd, yo. Now, how shrewd are we? Not at all. We allow our young kids to clap each other, blow each other head off for a couple of $100. That's how far off we're ready for global geopolitics, for warfare. We far off. We're not that shrewd. These dudes is playing for the resources of an entire space of land, countries. So while he over there talking about possible British investments in Afghanistan with an Israeli agent, you dig? This is what he's doing while he's over there allegedly on some young grippers. This is so now. Why do we know that he going down for this? Because trust and believe, I know he's not the only prince. I know he's not the only royal. They probably had kings on Ep Island. They damn sure had the wealthiest of the wealthy over there. You understand? Why are they giving up this dude today on his 66th birthday? Why the world is watching this thing here? Because the only thing this looks like to me is a beheading. And we know that they do that. We know that they sacrifice each other. We know that that's a beheading. We done seen some of the most famous beheadings. We don't do that shit. This is old faith behavior. They behead each other, especially royals, right? Your generals and all that other X shit, espionage and all that. This man is getting beheaded because at 66, if you facing a life sentence, you done off. So how the hell you go from the castle to the dungeon? That's some back in the days medieval shit. That's some Caligula shit. That's what? That's what they do, right? That's just what they do. Didn't we watch that? What's the movie? Gladiator. This is Gladiator shit. You mean to tell me you could be royal one day? Just a week ago you was royal? And now your ass is looking for bail money? So what do we really supposed to believe in? What kind of beliefs have we inherited that we still allow these people to be in position to govern, to take our taxes, to tell us what kind of health care we can get, where we can work, who we can allow in the communities that we reside in? Y'all must be stupid to consistently allow these games to be played. This is a game. Y'all are relinquishing your authority as gods, as earths, to these goddamn Yakub grafted people here. That's what you're doing. Whether you want to realize it or not, you hold the power to shift this shit for real. I'm just telling you the truth because the universe told me to tell y'all the truth. You still got these people governing like they really in charge. Okay, check it out now. Then Prince Andrew said he was sharing the documents with Epstein to seek his comments, views, or ideas as to whom I could also usefully show this to attract some interest. So now he going to Epi-Ep. All Epi-Ep is a piznip. That's it. Jeffrey Epi-Ep is a gorilla pimp. That's all he was. That's it. No finesse, no game. I'm going to snatch you. I'm going to take you. I'm going to beat you. I'm going to drug you. And I'm going to sell you out. That's gorilla pimp shit. Okay? That's gorilla pimping. No macking, no finesse, no nothing. He got a bag. And because he had a bag, he was able to position himself with people who's going to do what he say do. And he gorilla pimped this shit. Okay? But this is supposed to be the prince. This is supposed to be a royal. He's supposed to know what's up. So you over there telling this man all type of information about the Brits, about the economy, about how Britain is going to move, how London is going to move with some bread? You stupid. Okay. Look, the allegations echoed similar revelations from the latest tranche of Epstein files that suggest former British ambassador, excuse me, to the United States, Peter Mandelson, shared confidential government information with the late American financier as well. The London Metropolitan Police confirmed an investigation into his actions earlier this month. So they wilding. Once you start messing with the bread, oh man. Once you start messing with that paper, them British pounds, and they seen shit was missing and couldn't tie it to nobody, and you as the royals really don't have no power and say so, but y'all could finagle y'all way into shit. You gonna give this man, you gonna get the Israelis, the Bagelmeisters and bankers, you gonna give them our secrets. You gonna say, yeah, we thinking about putting some bread over there. Let me run this by you. You crazy? You crazy? Yeah, Prince Andrew, your ass going down, boy. You going down. Yeah, he going down, right? And all this started because of him too. Now, remember, this shit started because of Shorty, Gouffre, right? Yeah, Gouffre. Let's get it right now. Remember, check it. This was Gouffre had claimed that she was forced to have S with Andrew in Florida when she was 17 years old. After being rush houred to the encounter by Maxwell, by Ghislaine. Well, yeah, man. Prince Andrew's the one. And you ain't do this shit on an island. You ain't do this shit in London. You came here to do it. And we're Florida. I keep telling y'all about Florida, man. You ain't gonna see my black ass. I'm telling you. He allegedly SA'd her in Florida when she was 17. Yeah. That's how dastardly these grown-ass men. Well, what's the matter with you? Okay? Look. Check this chick out. Maria Farmer, a survivor of Eppi-Epps abuse, who was the one of the first in 1996 to report it to law enforcement, said in a statement today, well, Thursday, yeah, still Thursday, today is just the beginning of accountability and justice brought forth by Virginia Roberts Gouffre, a young mother who adored her daughter so deeply, she fought the most powerful on earth to protect her. She did this for everyone's daughters. Let's now demand all the dominoes of power and corruption begin to fall. This is white folk, y'all. White folk. Talking about let the power fall. White folk. And you got black people, you black ass Negroes, mandingo bastards, still trying to uphold white folk, still trying to sit in their halls of politics and leadership. Y'all still don't get it. They disrespect you. They send you to Dubai to get boo-booed on. They take everything from you. And y'all still sit and follow them. You understand? The hell's the matter with y'all? Everybody who has given us any ounce of consciousness, of a direction to be woke, knew that we gotta leave them alone. Move away. Let them deal with each other while we secure ourselves. And that means all the way around the board. Because nothing that they have given us, nothing that they have allowed us to peek into, to study, to research, to believe in, has any lasting good for us. None of it. It has all failed you up until this point. All of it. So you can no longer just blindly walk through and keep doing it. You're going to keep getting the same results. Okay? I'm serious now. Now, allegedly, they did this without telling King Charles. They didn't tell him shit. They ain't tell him shit. Yeah, go get that nigga. Yeah, we got to bring him in. Yeah. Snatched his ass up on his birthday. Yeah, come on, get your ass up. They did him like a blaxploitation movie. Bust in his goddamn house 6 in the morning. Get your ass up. He probably thought they was just playing. Probably thought they was taking him to a surprise birthday function and shit. Nah, nigga, this is real. He was like this, oh shit. It's real. Yeah, it's real. Get your ass up. Yeah. That's how they do you. Dirty dogs. So we'll see what happens. We'll see if the scales of justice really going, yeah, we gotta see, man. We don't know. We gotta see. But he facing life. So whatever he got to do to get that L off, yeah, he better get that L off. He's 66. He ain't got a few more summers anyway. Now we gonna put him in the gallows. You gonna put him in the basement? Shit, he ain't gonna make it. He ain't gonna make it. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Y'all better go, boy. Y'all better, if y'all, man, listen. Y'all better go save that man. Y'all better go save him. Okay? Huh? Uh-huh. Yeah. Let's get to it now. Let's go next. How y'all doing? I seen Shy City come up in here. I already told him that I done got the product on. It worked fast as hell. Yeah, I like this. I don't know if it's as good as the ointment. Okay, when the ointment come, I don't know, but this is kind of fast acting right here. Put that shit on the elbow. That shit, man, that shit loose like a mom. Yeah. Yeah, go cop that. Let's go. Ooh, Flatbush man, what up? We see you. What's going on? Okay. Now, you said deep in the gallows? That's return to sender, huh? Deep in the gallows. Got his ass on. Ooh-wee. His grip is gonna be toe up. Yeah. But he's out. Okay, they arrested him, they let him go. Even though he's facing life. Okay, Got him and they let him go. Now check this shit out, because this broke my heart. Broke my heart. Okay? Check this out. Very triggering. Very triggering. I don't get it. Why certain people do certain things. But let's go. A Florida father was sentenced to 37 years in prison for allowing his 15-year-old son to drive unsupervised, resulting in a crash that unalived a grandmother and 3 children. Oh my goodness. Richard Ferguson, 70 years old, was sentenced in, Osceola County, damn, on February 18th for the 2023 crash, according to court records. His attorney asked the judge for leniency before the sentencing, saying Ferguson had stage 4 prostate cancer and other health issues. Prosecutors argue the severity of the loss warranted a lengthy prison term. Now, I don't, even reading and researching it, one thing I don't get, and I watched it several times, and I don't know, because I never had a case in the South. I don't know if they offered, they got to, because the son took a plea. We're going to get to the son. Why y'all don't take them pleas in the South? I don't get it. Y'all in the most racist states. Y'all know them old face don't like you. Them old face sit on juries. Why do y'all go to trial so much down there? The appeal process down there is dirt. New York City and New York State, we got wiggle room. Dudes blow trial and get appeals and all type of shit too. Yo, our justice system in New York is just different. So we understand going to trial. We see who comes through the jury pools. Down there, y'all in them spaces, none of y'all register to vote. The jury panels is hee-haw redneck types and y'all still go to trial? I don't get it. If you see the railroad coming and you gotta see it, because they locked you up, you had to post a bond to get out, they go through hearings, they getting ready for trial, you picking jury, and like you see this, you can see it. And that's the most disheartening piece. Like, y'all can see it. Like, hold on, you supposed to stop there. Hold on. Now, I know I ain't do nothing. I know this is a grave injustice, but I ain't trying to play with y'all people, man. Like, look, give me something, man. Yeah, whatever you said, I'm responsible for, and I did. Let me get that. Because he didn't really do anything. Let's continue here. I must speak these words from the deepest place in my heart, Ferguson said in court. I'm profoundly sorry. This tragedy did not just take lives, it shattered families. He was sentenced on 4 counts of vehicular manslaughter. His son took a plea deal and is behind bars until he turns 19, pending good behavior. So now Shorty, the one that did it, Shorty got 4 years. Why didn't this man cop out and take a plea? I don't get it. Nigga, listen, man. The judges down there, they get sexually stimulated knowing that they gonna send your ass away for life. You're like, look at this nigga I just sent back to the plantation. This is what they do. Why are y'all doing that? I don't get it. Now, let's go through what they saying. Authorities said Ferguson knowingly allowed his then 15-year-old son, who did not have a permit, to drive his vehicle with friends the evening of September 2nd, 2023. The son ran a stop sign, crashing into an SUV with a grandmother, grandfather, and 3 of their grandchildren. The grandfather, Angel Hernandez, was taken to a hospital and survived. Hernandez's wife and grandchildren, a baby, and 2 others under the age of 11 were all unalived. Now, in other news reports, the father had said that he did not allow Shorty to drive. What he told Shorty to do was to back up the vehicle as part of some chore, I guess, to make room or take out the garbage. But Shorty instead took the car on his own, broke out, picked up some friends, was riding around and doing all that, and then committed the act. I don't know Florida law based on that. I really don't. I just know from when I was down south, my cousins and them was driving trucks and shit at 13, 14. They start on the tractor like 8, 9, 10. They in the pickup making runs with their father and all that shit, preteen. By the time they, so I don't know if you can hold this man that responsible, but they did it. And once he knew that they was holding him responsible, why go to trial on this shit? Why go to trial? 37 years? He's 70. He got stage 4 prostate cancer. And this judge said, fuck all that. And just said, this is what I'm saying, that these people have zero compassion for us. Zero. We understand lives was lost. We understand the Shorty. Yeah, you going to jail, Shorty. You did that. The father that's sitting at home? Come on, yo. Come on, yo. We done watch old face, white folk, parents walk when they kids took weapons that they bought for the kids to school and had mass shootings several times. So many times that they had to finally get them people in Michigan and charge them to let them be the precedent set for that. These little old-fake kids running amok after their family put them on gun ranges, take them hunting and all that, and let them know where the hammer's at in the house. This is the hammer. And they go to school and unalive babies, teachers, administrators, and the parents don't get nothing. You mean to tell me that y'all giving this man 37 years? I've seen people in Long Island. Same shit. Vehicle homicide. Manslaughter, all type of wild stuff. Vehicles, drunk, kids, young, drunk, unalive, and this last one just unalive police. They're not getting no 37 years. You serious? I tell you, man, y'all could keep the South. I'm serious. I love my people. I love our history. I love the resistance that we put up down there, but now, not the kid. No. Why did he go to trial on that? 37 years at 70. No compassion. No forethought. Who's that judge? I'm serious, and this is what I'm talking about when people always try to make statement about who's doing what in the South, who's organizing what. what group is doing. Y'all not doing shit. Because there's no way that after that sentence, that judge should be at any establishment puffing cigars, shooting golf and all that. You crazy? I'm looking at like what is this? What is, you can't say that we woke and high numbers down there? How? Ain't no work getting put in. No work at all. Judges feeling comfortable doing that. That's what they thought. They thought the Lord was coming through. Yeah. Keep thinking it. Keep thinking it. Preacher Nat told y'all that wasn't going to happen. Shit, I was in the 1830s. What they waiting on? Shit. So now Mr. Ferguson is man. And look at how they did him. Because we always come with layers in class, right? Now he going up in the court. He got his cuffs on. He got his orange joint on. He got on his slave uniform. And in that picture, our young people who read newspapers, who see TikToks on, they looking at him. This is a 70-year-old man battling cancer, shackled. And the person, right, the court officer that's walking him in is blacker than me. And he is, now he get it. See, when we was in behind the wall, nobody listened to us. Nobody got it. I done wrote a book about it. Y'all don't get it. You don't know the pain it is to see your own people participating in your demise and your trip straight to the damn plantation. Yo, it's horrible. You looking at them like, yo, what's really good with you? Same way you look at officers, cops in the street, you're like, yo, what's really good with you, man? You know better. Y'all know what's up. So this man is looking like, look at this. This is the court officer? Homie, you know they getting ready to do me dirty. Homie just like they walk on it, walk in. Like, yo. Time hasn't changed. Okay? Those are the same tunnels. Y'all keep talking about Ghana and the ancestors and going to visit and looking at the water and talking about the corridors and the door to nowhere and all that. That's the same shit in the prisons. What do you think? When I go through court doors, y'all don't know if I'm coming out on the other end of that shit. Y'all don't know where they sending me once I leave that courtroom. Y'all had no idea. Y'all don't know where them plantations are upstate New York. Y'all don't know what the hell's going on in there. It's the same process. So when we gonna stop participating in that shit? This is what I tell y'all all the time. We not criminals. Y'all bought into that shit. There is no revolution in criminality. That shit, no, man. You don't shuck and jive and try to get over and get around the law. No, you challenge, you go through it. You get purpose within yourself, so you're not criminal. You don't have to take. You don't have to do all this wild shit that y'all doing. Not from each other. You really want to get busy? Go ahead. The old fae right there. Do what you do. So your acts are revolutionary acts. They're acts of liberation. That's what all our greatest keep telling you. Fanon told you that. Lumumba told you that. Okay, Winnie told you that. This is what we dealing with. Huey told you that. George told you that. Mutulu told you that. Come on now. So this man is looking at this court officer like, yo, what's good with you? He asked him in court, have you seen a specialist for your cancer? One time. Has he come back? No. Have they told you that you're going to get treatment? No. Look. Stage 4 prostate cancer, and you mean to tell me that you sat there as a judge and said that this man supposed to be sentenced to 37 years when he was in the house when his son did this shit? Come on. Come on, yo. Come on. That's how they do. I keep telling you. Who's that? Who's that? I was a young rich YN who had a bogus case put on me in LA County Sheriff. Put on me by the LA County Sheriff. Got a record and 2.5 year probation and got my ass beat. What? Your jaw and knee dislocated, 40K? Wow. But you survived it. And because you survived it, your intelligence, okay, allowed you to take that trauma and be better. Okay? Man, listen. I hear you with that appeal, but listen, that's Florida. I never heard of nobody in Florida with no appeal. I've been around a lot of dudes. I spoke to a lot of formerly incarcerated people. I don't hear those appeals in the South like that. I just don't. You get an appeal and all. Nah, I don't hear. A whole different court system. And who says he's going to make it? Because as he's sitting behind bars stressing, that cancer is accelerating. Yeah. So it's crazy. But that's where we was at with it. And it triggered me. I'm not even going to sit there and allow y'all to believe it didn't. But what can I do other than consistently keep teaching? Because people don't listen to me. They don't listen to Bliz. I don't get it. I don't get it. Class after class, jewel after jewel, thought after thought, truth after truth. I'm giving it to you. Simple. I'm not here with 5-syllable words and ties and all this other weird shit. I'm giving it to you raw in its original and purest form. Stay away from these OFAs. I don't care what you gotta do. Get away from them. You gotta act like a ex-con on parole with no police contact. No contact with these OFAs. They can't eat off your labor. You can't bank with them. You can't rent from them. None of that. Stay away from them. You can't worship with them. Nothing. Until we on code like that, we're going to keep having black court officers walking your ass to the plantation. Yeah. With black politicians passing policy to lock your ass up. Come on, man. This is high science that they got working. High science that they got working. And we have to be practitioners of our own science in order to thrive through this shit. It's just what it is. Okay? So now look, Prince Andrew it is in his crib. Whatever the crib is, he ain't in the palace no more. They broke him down to some like a little studio house shit. But it's his. At least he chilling. And now he back over there. They arrested him, but he's out. This father in blue trial. Why he went to trial on, I don't know. But he ain't coming home. No time soon. He probably going to transition in a year or two because he got the cancer. And they're not going to give him that treatment. So now the OFA is home. The melanated man is in a can. Now check this shit out. Because this triggered a whole lot of y'all. Yeah. And again, I'm looking at it from a different perspective. I'm trying to figure out why are y'all whining and crying instead of getting right to her and doing her dirty. I'm trying to figure this shit out. Because a lot of people from these states and cities talk tough. They talk that talk like they bout that action and what they do and how much bread they get and they up and they got this and they got that and it's switch and we got this. And these people, these old faiths that do it boldly, ain't thinking about y'all when they doing this shit. Check this out. We talking about this nurse, Erin Stratman. She running around breaking babies' limbs, melanated babies, preemies. This is what this broad is doing, and what happened? A judge just let her go, let her walk. They got her on camera. Got her on camera. Facing mad years, and what she do, she cop out, she take a plea, and she gets to walk with an ankle monitor. Can't make this shit up. You can't make it up. Can't make it up. Okay? Let's go through the timeline, because y'all think I'm playing. Let's go to the notes. Yeah, word. She's out. Been out. She been out. Check this out. Henrico Doctors Hospital paused all neonatal intensive care unit admissions after 3 preterm babies were found with bone fractures. This was December 26, 2024. Okay? Check it. In late November, December, staff discovered that 3 babies at Henrico Doctors Hospital, NICU, had unexplainable fractures, similar to an incident involving 4 babies in the summer of 2023, the hospital said in a post on their website. December 30th, 2024. It was discovered that 7 babies in total ended up with unexplained injuries at Henrico Doctors Hospital. 4 cases were reported around the summer of 2023. 3 more were reported in November and December of 2024. HCA, the network that oversees Henrico Doctors Hospital, vowed to implement safety changes while it barred the NICU from accepting any new admissions. January 3rd, 2025, pediatric nurse Erin Elizabeth Ann Stratman, 26 of Chesterfield, was charged with felony malicious wounding and felony child neglect stemming from the November 2024 incident. Stratman was put on paid administrative leave for a year after the 2023 cases of NICU abuse came to light, and then was allowed to return in late 2024. She was fired from Henrico Doctors Hospital on January 2nd and was arrested later that day. Now, that was in January 2025, last year. Check this out. January 10th, a report from the Virginia Department of Health revealed that Henrico Doctors Hospital requires all suspected abuse cases in hospitals to be reported within 24 hours. The report found that it did not happen in the case of 4 premature babies. Each child was discovered to have unexplained fractures between August 5th and September 5th of 2023, but VDH, Virginia Department of Health, or Social Services were not notified until September 20th. The hospital department also learned that inspectors from the staff that Henrico doctors could not identify all staff members who came into contact with each patient or collected lab results, violated policies. January 13th, a criminal complaint against Stratman says a 5-month-old boy was found with multiple leg and rib fractures in November 2024. The complaint also says there is video evidence of her taking a 5-month-old boy by the legs and applying pressure, going on to say that the baby was crying and seemed to be in distress. She was denied bond in court. Okay? No, listen. This shit here, HCA is the network. It's the network, not the unit. That's the network. Okay? Now, January 28th, 2025, Stratman, while on paid administrative leave from Henrico Doctors Hospital, answered a Central Virginia Families ad seeking to provide private in-home nursing care for their baby boy. That family shared that Stratman told them she had been placed on administrative leave because of some concern about tuberculosis exposure. Okay? February 12th, 2025. Stratman was released from jail on a bond of $25,000 with terms that included house arrest with her parents and wearing a GPS monitor. She is also not allowed to be in the presence of minors or vulnerable adults or provide care to them. March 10th, 2025, Stratman was charged with 2 more counts of malicious wounding and 4 other counts of child abuse and neglect. These 6 new charges included 2 new babies who were allegedly harmed by Stratman, meaning she is now charged with abusing 3 of the 7 children who are being investigated. March 26, 2025. Enrico's Commonwealth's attorney told the news that an additional baby has been added to the investigation. Okay? May 7th, 2025. She in the town. Nobody popped at her. Nobody popped her. Listen, May 7th, 2025, Stratman was arraigned on 8 new charges related to the abuse of 4 babies in 2023. She faces 2 charges of malicious wounding and felony child abuse neglect for each baby. That brings her total charges to 20, involving 9 babies from 2022 to 2024. Now, she see the charges. She see the charges piling up. She was wowing. Okay? More than likely racially motivated. Now she cops out, takes a plea. They give her wiggle room to plea. Instead of saying, yo, we got you on tape. We taking you all the way to trial. No, she makes a plea. Check it. The plea agreement was presented to Judge Richard S. Wallerstein Jr. for a maximum sentence of 3 years for Stratman, and he accepted it. Part of the agreement requires Stratman to never practice nursing or any related healthcare job again, nor work with minors or vulnerable adults. They let her cop out, and she might not get the 3. From what they're saying is this judge might give her probation for breaking the limbs of infants. So now, if y'all think that the stories of them in Florida using little melanated babies for alligator bait, if you think it's false, look at this broad, this Ofe right here. How do you break preemies? What is the matter with you? And they getting ready to give her probation and ain't nobody gonna pop at her? You serious? Nobody. None of y'all down there. Not the parents and the majority of the parents is melanated people. You serious? Come on, yo. Come on, yo. Where we at? Where we at with it? Yeah, Erin Strotman, Strotman. She in the town. And now they even loosened the restrictions. She can actually now go around her nieces and nephews until she gets sentenced. This is what type of time I tell you our people are on. Because, again, if we was on code, if we was moving in a specific light, these people wouldn't be in the news for that reason. There would be follow-up stories when people lay hands on us. And this ain't law enforcement. This is a common-ass, dirty-ass Ofe who probably don't even wash herself good, but got the nerve as a nurse. You intelligent enough to pass through nursing school. You a nurse. And this is what you do? I'm telling you. We off cold. Yeah, we off cold. Yeah. Yeah. Nah, man. Nah, man. They supposed to be seen for that. They supposed to be seen for that. You understand? It's the only way it gets better. Only way we get better. Kenny Mac, what it do? Kenny Mac, what it do? Yeah. So, we can keep playing. Or we can handle our business. All right? Because that don't make no sense. That don't make no sense, man. So, she's in the town. Prince Andrew's in the town. And Richard Ferguson, the father, the 70-year-old father with high-level stage prostate cancer is in jail and staying stuck, sitting in jail with a 37-year sentence. They actually sentenced him to 414 months, 444 months, something like that. Crazy. But this is what we at. This is what we living in. It's where we living. Because everybody think it's more important to be in good standing with these white folk. To be able to bank with white folk. To be able to eat with them. To wear what they wear and speak how they speak. To hold important in black hearts what's important to white folk. This is where y'all at with it. But y'all want to ignore it. No, that ain't true. It is true. That's how you manifest yourself every day. You look at white folk, you look at All My Children and General Hospital and Grey's Anatomy, and you look at them, or you look at black folk that can code switch and sit there and be comfortable in their spaces, right? Yes, y'all do. Y'all want that shit. And you yearn for it because whenever anybody comes through to educate you and say, yo, hold on, what you doing? We the worst things in the world. We the worst things in the world? Now, that nigga don't know what he talking about. What's his scholarship? No, we the worst. But y'all love them. Y'all like them Tamron Hall type bitches. Y'all like that shit. Y'all love that. Y'all want to be with them and hug them and shop with them and bargain hunt and all this other weird shit that don't have nothing to do with our liberation. Nothing. Nothing at all. You're just sitting there looking stupid. Right? That's it. Everything is a performance. Nothing has substance. So what are we supposed to do as a leadership? Come on, we gotta fight y'all and them? Oh, get out of here. That shit is crazy. That's crazy. You dig? Okay, let's go. Now they not marching. That father done. I don't give a damn about that man. And that's Florida. They don't march in Florida, they get their head knocked off. They don't play. They don't play. Them police down there is not playing with them. They get out of line, they gonna get packed right up. Yeah. Yeah, they don't bullshit. They don't bullshit, and our people are not organized down there. It's like they're not organized up here. You ain't see shit yet. New York gonna turn all the way up come spring. This shit gonna be off the chain. I see it already. I can see the tone already. It was 0 degrees. And niggas are still out here doing dumb shit. Okay, anyway. Yeah, we've been on what, 91 minutes? Okay, let's keep it moving because we're going to shut this down. We're going to shut it down before Fish Friday. Oh, it's already Fish Friday already kicked in. It's after midnight. Damn. Boy, I work hard for the money. Work hard, so hard for the money, honey, honey. Y'all got me out here like y'all the Buffalo boys. Shit, y'all ain't the Buffalo boys. Y'all act like y'all the Buffalo boys. You got me working hard for the money. Listen, let's aim. Let's continue. Okay? Let's get up out of here. This is the last aim for the evening. Okay? To the early morning. It's Fish Friday shit. Let's continue. Now, I don't know why. Well, I do know why I was watching it. I ain't gonna front. I was watching the hip hop game with Jermaine Dupri, and I know why I was watching it because I had a daughter at that time. My daughter, how old was my daughter when that shit was on? 7 or 8 or something? I know we went to the concert, the So Def concert they had in where was that at? That wasn't at Madison Square Garden. That was uptown somewhere. What's that amphitheater they got? I keep forgetting the name of it. It's in Upper Manhattan, and we went to see the So Def shit. The little jump off for that, and that's when we seen her name was Mulatto then. Now, not at the Apollo. It wasn't the Apollo. It was the other spot in the 70s on Broadway. What's the name of that shit? Anyway, it was Mulatto. It was what's that other little girl named Super Peach? What? Nah, it wasn't. Yeah, but no, wasn't Radio City Music Hall? No. Further up, Radio City Music Hall's in the 50s. The other shit in the 70s. Beacon Theater. There you go. It was at the Beacon Theater. Thanks, Mello. Yeah, it was Super Peach, Mulatto. What was the little Spanish boy name? All of them from the show. Anyway, this chick Flage, who y'all only know her as Flage now through the basketball, she was rapping on that shit too. She was there. She was there. And her mother, I found very annoying on the show from back then. Okay? She was annoying. The dude who was supposed to be Lotto Pops, which was not her pops, it was just her manager. He was annoying. You know, these parents they tried to make the show something, but it was some corny shit. You dig? But we knew Lotto was gonna win because her pen was sharp, even for a kid. She used to get in there freestyle and write. Yeah, yeah. She definitely was a young a rap star. So the mother, I forgot what the hell Flage's name was on that damn show. Okay, but her mother thought she was all that. She thought that her daughter was all that. Her daughter couldn't touch Lotto at all. All the little Spanish dudes. Shorty was nice too. He was right out of BK too. Shorty was from Bushwick. I don't know what happened to him. I heard he got fat and shit. But Shorty was alright. Little show. But anyway, excuse me. Flage mother, annoying. Annoying. Annoying to the nth degree. However, I didn't know she was still a factor. I didn't know she was still doing the same shit she was doing since Shorty was on TV. But it only makes sense when we really do the knowledge to who Flage Johnson is. Her pops was a rap dude coming out of Atlanta. He had a little hit and shit. Okay? So the mother probably got stunted in her growth, being that she was with homie. They had the baby. He passed away. So the mother probably still believes that she all that because she happened to have this man's child. And this man's child happened to be talented. Frankie Fizz, much appreciation for the Fish Friday donation. You dig? So, long story short, Flage Johnson plays for the LSU Tigers. Or is it the Lady Tigers? Well, she plays D1 ball. Right? She doing her thing. Now, the chick is nice. She got some game. She decent. All right? Matter of fact, Angel Reese was on her team. And now you know where Angel Reese is. A superstar in the WNBA. However, she had the height and the skills to take it to the next level while Flage is still in college. Now, they just got cracked by Dawn Staley in the South Carolina game, Cox. Now, in the cracking on the court, Flage's mother made some statements after the game. She went on a rant. Okay? She went on a rant and the rant didn't settle. The rant didn't settle with a lot of people. It rubbed a lot of fans wrong. Collegiate basketball fans, fans of her daughter, fans of the WNBA. This woman talked too much. She did too much because that's what social media causes people to do too much. And this ain't the rap game. This ain't you performing and shit to try to get a deal with Jermaine Dupri. Your daughter trying to go to the next level. Big business, right? Some type of economic security. Let's get to statements and what this lady said. Okay? Flage Johnson's mother, Kia Brooks, recently caught the attention of the college basketball world when she went live on her social media and dropped the bombshell. While most of Brooks' comments were directed towards her daughter's decorated basketball and music career, she also didn't hesitate to take jabs, okay? And Twitter handle shared a screenshot of a part of this session, her live. Check out what mom say. We've never beat South Carolina. That's cool. But what is going on today? Flau'jae is beating South Carolina in real life. No disrespect to any players or Dawn. We beat them in real life. This is what her mom say. Like the basketball is not real life. Like what are we doing here? Basketball for these girls, is it real life? Hold on now. She said we beat them in real life. Even in basketball, she's bigger than them on the floor. You go look at the stats. She beat every player on the floor that game. Let's get real. No South Carolina player is going before Flau'jae in the draft. South Carolina didn't beat Flau'jae. South Carolina beat LSU. What South Carolina player this year is a lottery pick. So now, I'm like, this, hold up. You was wilding. Not only did she say that, she said we good for life already. We in all reality, we don't need to go to the WNBA because my baby getting money in real life. She already set. So now I'm like this, okay, here we go again with that looking at a small bag, you getting nigga rich and you think you made it. Okay? See, Kia Brooks is a dummy. I knew it when she was annoying on the hip-hop game. I thought she disappeared. I didn't know she was still around. A factor. I didn't know she was still running her mouth. But when you talk like that about institutions, like the WNBA is an institution, you think that you telling people that what your daughter what kind of pick she gonna be, what she gonna do, who she is? You just didn't watch what the hell happened to Shedeur Sanders and Dion when they was Dion is a Hall of Famer. Dion played 2 sports. Dion was a champion in both. Dion Sanders was that dude. Neon. Must be the money and all that. Pop that same shit. And his son dropped from possibly, maybe, arguably, a top 10 pick, okay, in the first round to going to the 5th? Because they was popping that shit. Your daughter is in a sport that's barely holding on. And you talking that shit like that? As if your daughter ain't 6'4", 6'5". People come at her position on a regular basis. Do you get it? No, you don't get it. No, you don't, because you're getting a little bit of change. She's able to keep your hair done on a regular. You able to get your nails done and shit because she got a little, internet presence. She's selling her image and all that. You talking about she's set for life? You see what the hell they just did to Floyd Mayweather? Ain't nobody set for life in sports and entertainment. WNBA set for life. And y'all don't even make more than some mayors. And that's real talk. You think your daughter? You talking about her rap career, her music career, who she ain't go double wood yet. And still, I don't care who she is. If she go up in that music business for real, they're gonna bust them grippers. So you really played yourself. Because if you think Adam Silver and or Nancy Lieberman, you really think that them bankers and them bagel mices give a damn about your little chocolate ass girl running up and down the court? Nah. Check this out. Let's continue with the notes. Check this out. There's no doubt that Flau'jae Johnson would be one of the top prospects in the upcoming WNBA draft. ESPN's projection also placed her as the overall fifth pick behind Azzi Food, Awa Pham, Olivia Miles, and Lauren Betts. You understand? Yeah, like that's where they. But now that you said that, and like I said, they was just getting cracked tonight when I was watching. What they play? Was that Mississippi they was playing? Ole Miss or somebody was just cracking them. Okay, you really pop that shit that in real life, your daughter's beating who? See, this that nigga shit. That's this that somebody's in my ear. I'm doing it. Again, you're in institutions that y'all don't own. She's playing collegiate basketball. You're hoping she's going to be something. You raps, and she blew already. That rap shit, she's done. Her whole image of what she could have been, they already did it with this other girl. What's the little weird old girl from Cali, or what's that little black little chocolate girl that just ruined her whole image when everybody thought she was the nice chocolate girl, and then she started putting her ass out. That was her whole lane. That was her whole lane. That was Flau'jae's whole lane. So that lane is gone. Yeah, what's the girl name? Weird girl. She just all of a sudden got weird. She thinks she Eminem and Tyler the Creator for a little black girl. The one that got the song now with SZA. I forgot that damn child. That's how much she disgusted me. Got that child up out of her whole frame is gone. Cause she didn't have to do that. All of a sudden she non-binary, this, that, but your ass is in the air. That was Flau'jae's lane. They was ready. Yeah, that's her name, Doechii. Yeah, that's her name, Doechii. That one. That was her lane. Cute, pretty, chocolate, brown skin, natural body, can spit. That lane is gone now. That shit is out of here. Shoot, gone. She took it, she burnt it out. So now, if Flau'jae even trying to go that route, she gotta go extra. That's why they do that. They say, oh, you the pretty dark-skinned girl. Okay, put your ass out there. Let's see. Yeah, put your grippers up there. Shine them up. Somebody get that. Go get that jojoba oil. Rub her grippers. Send her ass out on stage. So now, whoever coming next, that complexion, yeah, you gonna have to double that. So unless Flau'jae's coming to, get on a song and do some shit with Booty Hole Brown, Sexy Red, no, she's done. Nobody don't care about no Flau'jae rapping. That's out of here. You're done. So now you done ruined the prospects of her getting drafted high. I don't care how nice she is. They'll put some Europeans. They'll find somebody from the Euro leagues in her place. Because you popped that shit. Check it out. And you said that she was going higher than any South Carolina person, just as what the OFA did in response to that. Check this out. On the contrary, the Dawn Staley-led Gamecocks might not have a lottery pick this season, but they do have an array of players in Raven Johnson and Tanaya Latson who are top draft prospects. See, this is how they start wording shit. And now that we in February, is almost over, tournament time coming up. If LSU don't go deep in the 20, with the draft coming up, her ass might not get nothing. She might drop way down in the draft. Yeah. Jojoba oil. Yeah, that's that new, that's the new oils. That oils make the melanated skin shiny. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. It ain't this. This is strictly for muscle aches and pains. Yeah. Y'all see it. That's strictly for aches and pains. That's not for shine. That ain't for shine. You could use it though. See that? We see. Elbows unique now. Meet the new me. Yeah. Anyway, I didn't know that her mother caused beef, and now her and Angel Reese ain't tight no more. Check this out. This happened a few years ago. When Flage and Angel Reese were dominating the same LSU lineup, right? Initially, they had a very good off-the-court relationship. However, things got immensely sour when Reese's mother, Angel Webb Reese, and Johnson's mother, Kia Brooks, got into a verbal tussle on social media. It was Reese's mother who struck first, criticizing Brooks' grammar and spelling, and the latter didn't take long to hit back, culminating in a breaking point for both players. So now they doing this social media nigger shit, and the two girls had a falling out. But Angel Reese went to the WNBA, hosting shows, doing podcasts, getting sneaker deals, running them up. Shorty's in college. Yeah, you got a little motion, but you ain't get up to the league yet, and your mama running her mouth might have just ruined your bag. Might have just ruined your bag. Okay? So somebody tell Kia Brooks to bring her ass to class so she can learn some, this is what I thought. You in the industry, I thought y'all got media coaches, to tell y'all how to slow down. She got triggered because they were playing Flage's father's song in the stadium, That this type of shit happens. But she said they do it all the time. They go into the stadium and the DJs of the opposing team puts on her deceased father's song. So that means you go on a rant and start really disrespecting people, dehumanizing people because they don't have a bag, because they haven't been in it, because they haven't been on TV for years as a kid and had that motion. You acting like your daughter's motion is new. You groomed her. You had her in the industry. She had a head start, so of course. But you said in real life. You said in real life she's doing better. She's winning. She won. That's some Floyd Mayweather shit. Mom, it only take one. Mom, chill out. For you throw the bad or the worst energy around your daughter. I'm telling you, if they get bumped early in the tournament in the NCAA and she don't get no looks, nobody looking at her, if she don't go at least to the Elite Eight, Fantastic Four, Final Four, she gotta at least get to the 8, and she gotta bust ass. If not, man. Shit, she got to win the SEC tournament. What you saying? They got to beat South Carolina. You said that she better than them in real life. She doing things in real life. Mom, cut it out. Cut it out. Don't do that. Don't do that. You just played yourself. You played yourself. Yeah. 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 And she ain't that talented as a rapper. She ain't. She ain't no Rod Digger. She's not. No. She don't have bars like that. She ain't none of that. And it ain't like rap is what it is or what it was. What it was. You need to stop, Mom. Because you think, I'm telling you, you think that she gonna be in that industry and not go through Grippergate and the puff store on his way home. You lying to yourself. I'm telling you. Yeah, Miss Brooks, don't do that. Don't do that. And yeah, they had your daughter. Yeah, you don't want to do that. Be quiet. Let her play her game. Get drafted before you start talking that in real life shit. Get drafted, get to a team, get acclimated first. Don't do that. You popped a lot of shit. Yeah, you popped a lot of shit. Yeah, they could lose to Vanderbilt. You're right. They could lose in the SEC championship. You're right about that. They was looking a little wacky just now. I'm telling you. But you can't tell these people shit. You can't because in their heart and minds, they believe that if they follow what the old face say and do what old face say do, that they in. You dig? You think they in. And she ain't got flow like that. She ain't got flow like that. She ain't got no platinum bars up under her belt. Nah. I watched her since a kid. Nah. Miss Benzos, Luke, what's up? She ain't got no bars like that. Nah. Nah. She ain't got no bars like that. And like I said, the Doji chick took her lane. Took it. Gone. That's what happens in music. You might be hot and have a little motion and somebody just take your shit and run with it because they went through Grippergate. So they tied into the machine. I say that's old shit, right? Aaron Hall was the man until R. Kelly took his style and ran. That's how that shit go. That's what it is. That's what it do. You out of here. Just that simple. So now, she don't have no lane. Flage, she ain't got no lane. So her mama needs to cool out. Somebody tell her mama to come to class. Miss Benzo said, what? Do I think Doja got bars? Yeah, Doja got bars. But Doja's a ringer though. So when you ask me about Doja, y'all know she comes from talent. Her pops and them, she was in it. So the way she is moving and expressing herself and finally got that space to do what she do, yeah, she got bars. And she could dance. And she has a marketable look. Yeah. Again, Doja don't have Rod Digger bars, but Doja's not no slouch. And that's only if she's writing that shit. Okay? Only if she's writing it. If that's her pen, then she's good. Okay? That's why I give Lotto her props. I seen Lotto. That's her pen. I seen her pen. We watched her pen as a little person. You dig? We watched her pen as a little person. So it gotta be your pen. If it ain't your pen, get out of here. Get out of here. We don't do that. The MC got the right. Now all this rap shit, these rappers that they rap, somebody write that for them. They rappers. But when you're an MC, you're an MC. And as far as I know, I never heard nobody write or have written for Doja. I didn't see it. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But so far, that's her pen. So far, that's Lotto's pen. All right, so those two right now, yeah, they got it. As far as the women go. But still, they ain't no Rod Digger. They can't come off the top of the head. Like, they not skilled and seasoned like that. You dig? And I'm Flau'jae damn sure ain't that. No. Not at all. So her moms need to chill out. Because the only way she getting through the industry is Gripper Gate. Just in time for Diddy. I told y'all Diddy gonna be home by Easter. I'm still gonna stick with that. Out of the young ladies in the game, who you feel deserve a top 20 selection? Top 20? Top 20 as far as what? As far as just this generation or top 20 overall? Top 20 overall? Or top 20 of just this shit? Because I don't even see 20 of y'all up in here. Five great females of all time? Oh my goodness. Shit. Jean Grey, Ladybug, of course Rod Digger, but Rod's first. Who else can I throw in there? Rage. Shit. Hurricane G. And Hurricane G. I gotta think, because I once I hear somebody put pen, yeah, and I'm not talking about a woman writing for another woman. I'm talking about you got men writing for women. Yeah, get the hell out of here. I can't Salt and Pepper ain't write that shit. Finding Out Light ain't write a lot of that shit. I don't know if Antoinette wrote, and she was in and out real quick. I mean, she had a run, but yeah, so I got, from people who wrote their own shit, right? So I'm telling you, it's a tight window, and I'm a stickler for it. Okay? I never really checked for Bahamadia at all. I did not. That was overhyped. I don't know what it was. I didn't think she had no bars at all. I didn't like it. Not one song, not nothing, not a feature, nothing. I just wasn't into her. I wasn't. I wasn't at all. I couldn't do it. Where do I put the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill? As an album, I was in a different space when it came out. I was up north. I was in the mountains. So I listened to it and I definitely enjoyed it. It wasn't Refugees Lauren though. It wasn't. It was more pop. It wasn't. You gotta go back to Refugees Lauren and listen to all those joints with the Fugees. And when the Fugees was still running through Jersey with the Outsiders and all that, and that's a whole different Lauren. Miseducation it did what it did. It was a great pop album. It was a pop piece. It wasn't a strictly hip hop joint. It just wasn't. It wasn't. All that Killing Me Softly and that thing doo wop. That shit is pop. That ain't hip hop like that. Okay? You dig? The Grustler, the Global Hustler, Cuckoo, the Backbones. What up? What about Yo-Yo? Yo-Yo ain't write that shit. Yo-Yo wasn't writing that shit. Okay? You dig? Yeah, Billy B. I know Billy B, but she knew. She got bars, but she knew she ain't no albums up under her belt. She get busy. She get busy, but she gotta come on, man. You be talking about at least 2 albums. I always have a certain criteria when we talk about the nicest MCs. When we talk about MCs, I got a criteria and I stick with it. I wrote about it in my memoir. It's a criteria. 3 solo albums at least. You writing all your shit. Your flow, right? What you saying in your bars, your performance, all that. That's on you. Damn the record sales. That's industry. That shit ain't got nothing to do with the artist. Because you could be hot. You can have a bomb classic hip-hop album, and if they only ship 250,000 copies to 500,000, that's it. That has nothing to do with the artist. That's the label. That's the industry. Of course, if you ship 2-3 million across the country, you're going to get a good sale. But if a motherfucker just stop printing your shit, you done. You done. What can you do? You can have the hottest shit. OC and them dudes that was stuck on them small ass labels, they couldn't put it out to the masses globally. All that shit now is get shifted. Now people can control their fate based on how nice they are lyrically. Back then you couldn't do it. You dig? You couldn't do it. So you gotta be able to perform. You gotta have style, you gotta have flow, you gotta have substance in your bars, you gotta have the voice, you gotta have the work. All right? Then you could be placed in a list. Then you could be placed on the list. Other than that, nah. So that's where we at. But Flage ain't got none of that shit. None of that. So her mama just talking. All that you good in real life. We beating them in real life. Okay. I'm telling you. Don't have your daughter end up on no pole in Atlanta looking weird, doing something strange for some change, because you are banking on these institutions. WNBA probably getting ready to go on strike. So it don't matter where she going to draft. And you talking that shit. And they go on strike. Then what? Because you don't own that institution. That's the white folk. If they go on strike, what's she going to do? Now you going to pop that shit? And she go overseas? And she got to play for what? Israeli team? That's what she going to do, Mom? Huh? Or she going to get OnlyFans? That's the only thing that y'all can really control. Y'all can't control her placement in the draft or in the lottery. I don't care who tell you what. Okay? Who I think won Lady Luck and Remy Ma? I was there. Was I there? I know I used to go to Flight Club on a regular. And I'm trying to think, was I there that night? But when I look at the I have to go look at that. I thought Remy won. I gotta go back. But Remy wasn't. She's not nice like that. She's not nice like that. You was there, Miss Benzo. I was there. I believe I was there that night. I'm telling you, it was me, Fat Gary, Nico, because we had I think we had a girl that battled that night. What was her name? Oh my goodness. Oh, what was this girl name? A little girl out of Brooklyn. A little girl out of Brooklyn that they put in battle that night. But we used to go. I went through there a couple of times. International P and all that. And shit, that was a nice little organic joint. That was decent. And I always had the idea to start another one up. Yeah, Luck has them. Listen, Luck, I just heard that, and I just heard this. Was it yesterday or the day before when I was in the car? Luck was on that remix with Redman and Meth and them on the remix to what's that song? Was it Simon Says remix? Ooh wee. Ooh. Ooh, Lady Huck spit some shit. Cause I really wasn't paying her too much attention when she was coming through with that shit. Ooh wee. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah. Yeah, she did that damn thing. But once they get on TV and start with these reality TVs, they lose their luster. They lose it. They lose it, you know? Oh, Rhapsody is boring. No, she not, Kenny Mac. I'm not jacking that. She's boring. She ain't nothing special. Nothing special at all. At all. Even on the joint with her and Remy on the premiere shit, she didn't say nothing. She alright. And I'll go there and tell Knife, I'll go right to Durham and tell Knife. E. Jones, what y'all doing with her? Y'all don't, what is she? There's nothing she's doing. Like, where we putting her? Where we putting her? Where we placing her? And I believe she's boring for me because she's not consistent in her verses. Some people, they may be hot, 4 bars. Then by the time they get to the 5th, 6th bar, you're like, okay, I'm tired of this person already. And then by the time they get to the 14th, they may throw a metaphor in there. Boring. I ain't jacking Rhapsody. Boring. Get out of here. Next. I didn't hear that one. I didn't hear that one. But I'm telling you, I'm looking for a situation to have these young folk really express themselves lyrically in a decent space. Fight Club was the bomb. That was decent across the pool table. Damn it, no mics, just that type of setting. That was different, but he did it. So I would have to find something else. Okay. Yeah, Shot City. We about to shut it down. Class is over. Class is over. Um, it's Fish Friday though. I'll let y'all know that shit right now. Fish Friday, y'all ain't got to wait. Yeah, y'all ain't got to wait. It's Fish Friday already. Okay. Yeah. All right. And I thank my classroom assistants for holding it down. Hold on, what up? Miss Benzo said, okay, for the young ladies coming up, that's out now. Who you rock with? I don't rock with none of them. I'm telling you, Lotto's the only one that could keep my attention. Because like I said, I know she writes and I seen her and she don't bullshit on a song. That's it. Who else? Ain't nobody else there, young. Like we said, we got some coming out of Brooklyn. We got Billy. I really think that Lola should have more exposure, but how much more exposure can you give us? I mean, she was on a TV show. She was doing it. Again, I think people struggle with image when it comes to our female rappers. Either you're going to be all the way raunchy with it and zero substance and just sell a look and something, or you're going to have a lot of substance. But when you have a lot of substance, you still have to appeal to a certain space. And I think a lot of them are struggling with that. You dig? Yeah. They gotta find an image and sit. That's why Doja was able to win. That's why a lot of them was able to win and walk through, because their people understood it and they shit it and they stayed with that. Why was Pac? I don't know why Pac was so angry with De La. I don't know why Pac was angry with a lot of people. Like I said, I never met him. I was there with the whole incident with the Source Awards and stuff like that. I had people that was close to him and was in proximity, but I never met him. Could have been some back behind the door industry shit. For a lot of reasons. I mean, Pac was just who he was for many different people. And they might have got into it. Could have just been a Tretch thing. He could have just been angry holding Tretch down. You know? Tretch had major drama with De La. You know. It was a funny time back then, man. Without social media, without internet. And if you don't have that access, like if you can't go into the label, if you're not in these studios, we didn't get to see people. It wasn't like that. Like the boroughs was separated. Everybody, especially during that time, you coming up, people wasn't driving and then could just get, you know what it took to get to LI? Or what it took LI to get to New York, and then the time everything was moving at a different pace. So whoever was running into each other was running into each other, stuff like that. You know? So I don't know. Can you ask one more question? Yeah, because you don't be in class. Let's go. Mass Appeal has imagined that. What's my dream team of rapper producers for an album? Not doing that. Not doing that, because then somebody going to do it. I got a whole album in my head of rappers and producers that I want to put together and to create the ultimate hip hop album. Hell no, I ain't saying none of that, because then somebody gonna do it. And that's just what it is. Somebody gonna pick it up because they got the resource to do it, and they say, oh, you know what? That would be a dope combination. Shit, not me. Not me. And especially now in this day and time, it's easy to do. Boy, if I was to get some bread like this, shit, and it only take one single to do it. I hear people trying, but they ain't got it. I hear people. I see people. I'm like, nah, those two, nah, they don't belong on that beat with that individual. People try, but I could put a whole album together to set this shit on fire. Shay Noah I don't get hyped out. Shay Noah she's good. Again, I'm not jumping up and down. I've heard songs that she wasn't spectacular, and it's no slight to her. It's just that you have some people who were spoiled. I was spoiled. And I ain't mean to take class, but we was practically done with all our aims. I was spoiled. I came up listening to Cold Crush. Okay? Listening to Houdini. Okay? Classmates was the Fat Boys, Mark and Buff. Like, spoiled. Guru is homie. He walking in the projects. We got I had all this around me. Daddy O down the block. We it's a different, so when I'm listening, now when we had to struggle for radio, right? We had to stay up till this time, 1 a.m. to catch Awesome 2. Right? Teddy Ted, Special K, we wasn't, you listening to 98.7 Kiss Latin Rascals. We only had an hour. So when people were making songs, they was giving you their best. So when you hear it, you don't know where they from. All you listening to is production and beats and what hip hop is. Where you hear a song one time, you like, oh, that's that shit. So now you trying to record it. You might have caught 2 verses. Next week you waiting. You waiting to hear that song again. Once that shit drop, boom, you press record. That's the type of era I came from. So lyrics stuck in our head. We listen. We like this. Oh, okay. That shit was fire. And we may have to listen 7, 8 more times before we get the whole thing. And that's what it was. Right? So, come on. It's different. It's different. I'm listening for a lot when I listen. Shanita Jones, much appreciation. You dig? Can I imagine Biggie and Pac doing an album? At that time, it would have had to have been at that time. Couldn't have been after, right? Because they were both influenced by different things and they went in different directions. It would have had to been in 93, 94. But we imagine it. I remember Pac was on. People don't tell y'all that. That part, the Interscope Pac was for real. And they tried to ignore that and glaze over that. That whole Pac, Live Squad, Stretch and Tretch, and that shit was a monster. People try to look over that. They try to look over Tretch years. I don't know why they do that. Tretch, again, easily in these arguments for top 20. Tretch years, he ran the board. I don't know what the hell people think. And I'm struggling with really sitting down because I have clients. I got to do my community work and be around, but I really want to do an entire class and give a thorough breakdown of who and what. And y'all keep talking about the greatest and this and that because it's a lot of shit people miss. A lot of MCs, a lot of work. But that Pac before the big, Pac was a monster. That all that with my homies, Cole, pour out some liquor, all that shit with rapping Forte and come on, man. So by the time he got to Big and Big was going partying bullshit, it would have had to been in that space. It would have had to been the album. It couldn't have been after Pac came home. Because politically, Big couldn't have stayed with him right here. That's what the bid does. A bid allows you to sit, to absorb different books and information, be around different people. So now your consciousness and your woke is here. That's why when these dudes come home from jail and they still talking stupid shit, you're like, what kind of bid did you do? It don't make sense. So Pac was on a different trajectory. Big was in the street. He still was in the street. So by the time Pac come home, it's nothing. Even if it was none of that, no beef, none of that, Pac, mine was different. You heard it. Right? On All Eyes on Me. You heard it. By the time he dropped Machiavelli, that's it. He had to transition at that time. I say it all the time. There was nowhere else for him to go after Machiavelli. Nowhere. Nowhere. He had to transition because now it's too political. If you listen and go back and listen to it, White Man's World, if you go back and listen to, really listen to Against All Odds, really listen to, oh my goodness, not only me and my girlfriend, Just Like Daddy, you, man, nah, after Machiavelli, that's it. You got to transition or you got to step out of the music and straight political. It was nowhere else. Nowhere else for him to go. And the industry wasn't going to allow it. Well, you haven't heard anything as radical after that. People put little sprinkles here and there, and then they get tapped on the shoulder, right? Mos Def was doing it. Tapped him on the shoulder, put him in the dress, drove him crazy. You understand? Dead Prez was there, but personally they had struggles. I was shocked when I met them. I'm like, you's a drunk? For real? You can't be no soldier like that. And you drink too much. So you have to, again, separate the artist, separate the MC and the art from the person. So I couldn't even see a Biggie Pop collab, a whole album. Can't keep up with him. Big wouldn't have been able to keep up with him politically. I'll say that. Lyrically, street shit, definitely, but politically and with depth, Like Big's everyday struggle, Big would have to be in that space consistently. That's why I don't place Jada and all them dudes up high. They ain't got no substance. None. None. They brain don't take it there. I'm not saying they don't tap it here and there, but with consistency, because that's who you are, because that's how you live, because that's where you want to take people. They ain't got that. They ain't got that. So they can't be there for me, because that's where we are. That was our start. Conscious hip hop was the start. The message was the start. They said it's called the message. Melly Mel. It's the message. That's consciousness. That's reality. That's right there. That's where we began. And every MC had conscious songs. Listen to the bridge over and over. Listen to Shan's The Bridge. Y'all look at Shan, y'all see it, y'all remember the Kango, y'all listen to the bridge. Damn the battle. Listen to the bridge. And see, that's a conscious song. Hidden in a new way that Marley was delivering the track. That's Mel. That's what it was. You had to have a conscious rap, a party rap, a story rap. That's what it is. So when these dudes is just all one-dimensional, that shit is trash. It's alright. Yeah, Cube was a beast. 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 And I'm talking post NWA Cube. Man. Man. It's not enough. Come on, man. Kill at will, death certificate, lethal injection, all of that. It just, you sit and listen and learn. So I'm a stickler for it. You're not just going boom bap me and all. Get the fuck out. You're not. And that's what a lot of these, since we was there, that's what a lot of these female rappers get pushed to do. Very few of them, if any, hold that type of substance without it being corny, right? Because some people could be so far up here that the delivery and their message makes it dull. That's what happened with ISIS. ISIS was, nobody wasn't checking for that shit the way it was being presented, right? You gonna listen to Brother Jay do it, but you're not gonna listen to ISIS, but for so long. You just not. The look, what they had on as far as Black Watch, you don't want to see that in a woman. You just don't, unless you there. You can't push that out like that in front of the masses without bringing the context of the raps to a different space. Who? Monie Love? Get that shit out of here. Monie killed ladies first, and that was it. What happened to X-Clan? What do you think? X-Clan suffered because the community work in the movement for them was more important than the music and the industry. But in the space of that community work, they suffered because the politicians that was attached to it and the status of the nonprofit, right? The 501c3, it gets funny style. It gets real funny. And then, of course, some transition, two of them transition. It just, That was it. But they're not gonna let nobody like Brother J be in the industry. They just not. That's not happening. But so much you going to be able to articulate the message with that flow, that tone, and that look. You think that that is going to resonate in an industry that is filled with bagel meisters and bankers? Hell no. Hell no. Nah, it's too much. It's too much. Because if you already woke, now you there. You like this. Yeah, this is it. Grand Realizer, what time is it? What? Come on, Cube sampled him. Stalking, walking in my big black boots. In his joint, when will they shoot? Come on, man. That shit. So now you mixing Compton with Brownsville. What? Come on. Nah. They got them up out of here. Y'all out of here. That's how that work. But now it's up to us to push our young people into a space where we are studying that, where we are sitting with them and allowing them, because again, the frequency is different. I see it with my daughter. You could put on certain songs and she rides with me. The frequency, it does something to them, just like it did it to us. She don't want to hear it. She get an appreciation, but it's difficult to let them sit through all that, because sonically they just not there. They may dig the message, they may hear like certain joints hit. She loves Tribe and certain songs, and she surprises me here and there. Like, I'm like, oh shit, you found that song? Yo, that was a joint. But it's different. It's very different. So we have to sit there and literally be given the grace for them to say, oh, what's this? And we push a Brother J through there. Right? We allow that to move and break pieces down and lyrics, and it's on us to do that and not get caught up into consistently dissing, right? Sexy Red and all that booty hole brown shit, because we could do that and diss it and disqualify it, but it's resonating with somebody somewhere at a mass amount, sonically and all that. It's our job, if we feel that that's a detriment to where we need to be, we got to do better. We got to do better. We got to say, yo, listen here. This is the new Eric Sermon. This is the new Eric Sermon Parrish Smith joint that they did with Scratch. Listen to that. We can't be fearful doing that. We got to do it. That's how we begin to gain control. Is Paris really that militant? I don't know. You have to ask, from what I heard, yeah, but you would have to ask one of our other class, and I ain't see her in class tonight. You have to ask V. V's out in Oakland. She would be able to tell you more about Paris and what he may be doing now. I know from what I was reading when I was up north and he was going hard, and you know what, I'm gonna have to see him. I'm gonna have to get on his IG and see. I would have to do that. Good, that's good looking. Thanks, Mark. I'm gonna investigate that, because he was going hard for some years. It really was. And I'm talking about boots on the ground. I don't know about what he's doing now. I don't know. I know. I think Boots from the Coop. I think he's still politically active. I know who isn't. I'll tell you that. That Cam is such a disappointment. Such a disappointment. I thought Cam was that dude. He is not, yeah, from the West Coast. He is not that dude at all. At all. He is Cap King. Love him old phase. He do a lot of shit. And I was like, damn, I thought he was serious. Bow tie official and all that. He gaming. He is not official at all. At all. At all. You can't even question. You question him. You be like, nah, you ain't deep. You gotta get deep. I had to block him. Straight up. Straight up. He is gaming. So it's, you know, these things are easy research. Yeah, nah, Mello. He is Cap. Cap. And trust, you know, I don't, I'm telling you, ain't no fronting for me. If I'm like this, what I'm saying, nah, that's a no good, no good. No. All you gotta do is, I'm telling you, all you gotta do is be a voyeur. Watch some of these dudes. Listen to them. See when they go live. Pop up. Boy, I caught so many people doing a lot of weird shit. That's why I'm not one to complain about technology and social media and where we going on. Because this shit opens. You can't lie on this shit. You could cap. You can play games. But this shit is a truth teller. You look and you can see who doing community work for real, who's building, who's in here grifting. You can see it. So I've seen a lot of dudes doing a lot of weird shit, especially over the pandemic. I just jump on people's lives. They got all type of old phase that they don't know. They building with them and programming with them and doing all type of weird shit. I'm like, these people ain't on code. Yeah, he was fronting like he was official for a long time because, again, people weren't as populated. The world wasn't as populated. It wasn't a vibe. You couldn't just get to Cali. People couldn't see. Like, yo, come on, man. People are now having access. They got people that just regular people who are beginning businesses and are entrepreneurs that go to Cali 2 or 3 times a week. We wasn't doing that back then. That shit seemed like, damn, Cali, how am I gonna get there? It was different. I'm telling you, time different. Now you do people commute to work in Delaware from New York. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like that back then. You were where you were from, based on your resources, based on your ability to move. That was it. So we depended on radio, on TV, on video to create these images of who we believe people were. He was stunting all them years. He was stunting. He didn't do shit. You don't do shit. Talk. And I'm telling you, I know I'm not the only one. A lot of people I've seen on his lives, and he's gaming. What see? Shahad, yeah, he's nice. Excuse me, but he ain't the nice. He ain't the best. The Prince, he ain't the best. He alright. He alright. He's good. He's consistent. But nah. It's some shit out there. It's some shit. I believe hip hop and MCs or in a good space. It's some shit. There's some dudes out there that's really, yeah, they about that. But he damn sure he not the best. He's good. Shout out the Prince is good. But nah. I can't think of them. Shit, I like that boy. Let me get this straight now. 2 Chainz, Larry June. I like that Larry June dude. Definitely like that dude. I like that dude. Who else? There was a few. Oh man. See, when I'm in the car, it comes to me like that. But I like that Larry June dude. Like that. Like that. Definitely, he got some bars. Who else, man? Excuse me, there's a few. It'll come. I'm gonna do a hip hop show. Not that Cam, Frankie. I'm talking about K. Cam with the K, West Coast Cam. What happened to him? The pandemic. What happened to him? The pandemic exposed a lot of people. Wasn't getting no bread. You online every day. People could listen to your ideas, your thoughts for real. Ruin. You're a straight bagel. A 0. Okay, it's after 1. Fish Friday. Y'all think y'all gonna have me up and then I'm sleeping half the day. I miss Fish Friday. Oh, no, the hell y'all not. Fish Friday is officially on. Yeah, so even on the replay, if you ain't here live now on the replay, Fish Friday is in effect. It's 17 a.m. on the East Coast, and we are now closing class. I love the fact that y'all came here and stayed and listened. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate y'all for coming. Appreciate my classroom assistants for holding me down. I ain't seen my sniper tonight. She must have took her ass to bed. My damn sniper. A lot of the classroom assistants done took their ass to bed or was in bed. Yeah. Yeah, I'll get their ass later. I'll get them. You dig? I'll get them. But again, don't believe in me. Believe in my belief in you. Don't believe in me. Believe in my belief in you. Guard your mind because that's what they want. Your militancy should always be right here so you can manifest it through these. Remain militant. Look, y'all dudes, I'm telling y'all, don't mess with the rest stop stops. They all over. Times are hard, so they coming out. Watch it. The truckers get to your destination and back safely. That's what you do. Same with you working class people out there taking that New York City subway and them buses. Make sure y'all on point. Okay, be safe. Damn, I forgot I gotta do chest today. Oh, I just thought about that shit. Ay. Okay, what else? Make sure y'all come back to class. All 10 fingers, 10 toes. Tag these people. Yeah. Tag these people. And bring a friend, a family member, somebody to class. Come on now, let's get the... I'm telling you, I already know. We shadow banned. Yo, we have been. It's impossible. We have been on 12,690 for about a year. That shit is crazy. So let's do what we do, man. Let's have a drive, a subscription drive, so we can really do what we do and get the global message out. Okay, we striving for liberation. Okay, a united front in love of melanated folk. You dig? And 55 gang. get y'all